Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Yes, welcome to the Gun Show, Michael Dean. Thank you. Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Friday, October 23rd. I am Tori here with Al.
Hello.
Hello. And the gorgeous Stephanie joins us from home. Stephanie, how are you feeling this morning?
I'm doing great.
Afternoon.
It's the weekend. Woohoo!
It's the weekend, and I always sound better when I say it. The weekend.
Yes.
So cool how she
She
says
sounds
it.
better, but yeah.
She does. All right, let's talk about this drama that's everywhere right now. If you don't know, the drama is not over for Rudy Giuliani. Oh no, Sacha Baron Cohen is defending his prank, even though Giuliani called Cohen a stone-cold liar. So if you'll remember, the president's lawyer here he is. He was tricked into appearing in the latest Borat movie. He was caught with his hands down his pants, literally in a hotel room with an actress he thought was a journalist. Rudy says he was just tucking in his shirt, but Sacha Baron Cohen hit back today on Good Morning America. Watch.
Well, I would say that if the president's lawyer found what he did there appropriate behavior, then heaven knows what he's done with other female journalists in hotel rooms.
And that's not all. Cohen went back into character as Borat to poke more fun at Giuliani. Take a look.
Yag Shamash, I here to defend America's mayor, Rudy Giuliani. What was an innocent, sexy time encounter between a consenting man and my 15-year-old daughter have been turned into something disgusting by fake news media.
All right, so this is not good for Rudy Giuliani. At the time he was in the hotel room, we've seen the clip, he did think she was 15, thought it was this person's daughter, and at one point laid down, sort of touched her butt at one point, put his hand down his pants. It's a little confusing as to why that's appropriate in any way, shape, or form. Al, what's your take on this? Is he gone, the credibility?
No, I mean, Tori, come on.
He's the president's personal attorney.
I know, but this has just been the latest in a long line of issues. And I think the bigger thing is that this isn't a career ender, because I don't think that anybody was really that surprised. I've seen the clip. He touches her inappropriately on like the lower waist, a place that you would never touch anybody that you didn't know, especially a 15-year-old girl. It's never happened. I worked with 13, 14, 15 for 5 years as a middle school teacher. You've never touched a female student like that. And that's from Mike Packs. I think when you throw that word around this, like, I'm in TV, you don't understand.
I know, I have a microphone pack.
I'm also in TV. We do this show 5 days a week. We have for almost 4 years now. I hosted a show on the BBC for 100 episodes. I've been in television for 15 years. I've never laid on the bed, reached down the front of my pants and taken a mic pack off.
Never.
So maybe I'm doing it wrong.
You could be.
Or maybe somebody not telling the truth.
That's why no one can
Somebody
hear
not
you.
telling the truth.
Someone not telling the truth.
Yeah.
Stephanie, I do have to say, if you didn't know, this was the most popular politician in after 9/11, and for many, many years he was America's mayor, beloved. And I gotta say, I think his political credibility is gone. What did you think when you saw this?
Oh, absolutely. How he can justify that? Right. When have any of us gone to tuck our t-shirt or a shirt in and you lay flat down on your back on the bed to do it? Please, please. Also, when you do an interview or you have a mic pack on, for most people obviously at home that might not know this, it's genuinely situated on your back, like on your jeans or your skirt, or on your bra. It's very rarely on your crotch. Let's just put that out there.
It's
When at work have we ever been mic'd up with a hand down the crotch? It doesn't happen. Come on.
Yeah, it's bad.
I don't know who he's trying to kid. He can't save himself here. And you know what? Kudos to Sacha Baron Cohen for that interview. If you watch the full interview on Good Morning America, he said he was actually feeling very nervous for the young lady, his co-star. He was in hiding, in a part of the room watching it. He could hear everything unfolding. He said he felt like he had to really protect her. And there was a point where he did actually obviously jump out, because he said it was going to the point where he was getting very uncomfortable. And he said at that point, it doesn't matter about the movie. You have to be a producer and look after the talent first. And it became unacceptable. Let's be honest. They've got cameras and they've got microphones. How he's trying to get out of this, I do not know.
It's like that part in Shaggy where he goes, "It wasn't me." And then they go, "But they got you on camera." And he's like, "It wasn't me."
And honestly, I always said that song, Tori, and it applies to this story, is the definition of gaslighting.
Right.
That when people don't know what gaslighting is, because it's a weird definition,
a lot of people
it's
don't
when
know.
you're looking at something and somebody's telling you that's not it, to the point where you're like, maybe that's not what I'm seeing. It's like, we got you on camera. No, it wasn't me. And you're like, maybe it wasn't him.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And gaslighting is confusing for a lot of people.
That's gaslighting.
That's gaslighting.
That's the Wikipedia definition.
Wow, well done.
You're welcome.
I do want to let you know that Adele is back. Hello. I've tried that several times.
Beautiful.
It's never. Thank you so much. Not with a new album, not even a song, but with a Saturday Night Live promo. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Adele, and I'm hosting Saturday Night Live this week with musical guest Her.
Right, so tune in. It's fit to be wicked. I'm sorry, bad idea. That was a bad idea. Adele.
Oh, my God. No worries, girlfriend.
Okay, now that is good.
Whoa, obviously, I hate this. We talk about it constantly, and I'm sick of it. Adele's weight loss is people talking, but so does her American accent. I don't give a hoot and a holler that she lost the weight.
How old are you?
What? Hoot and holler?
Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants? Wow.
I'm simply saying I've talked endlessly. Good for her. She lost weight. What's fascinating is one of the most breathlessly beautiful singers isn't going to be singing on SNL. We're going to see her as a host and actress, which I predict she's going to go into after this. I think she's going into acting. That is my prediction, and this is her sort of audition for the people. Stephanie, you're nodding a bit. What do you think? Do you care? I don't care.
Oh, well, I don't care about the weight loss, but I do care about Adele because she is a little powerhouse. She's got so much sass and personality.
Yes.
Now, in the UK, we have a talk show host called Graham Norton.
Yeah, I love him.
And it's kind of like a late night TV show. And a long time ago, he actually got Adele to disguise herself with all these prosthetics, and she went to an Adele audition to be like a tribute, obviously, and she's surrounded by all these impersonators that are all trying to be Adele, right? And they're all like, oh, I've been playing Adele for 10 years. Oh yeah, well, she could at least release another song. And they're like giving it all of this, and like some people are, oh, she's amazing, and she gets up and she starts singing, and then they obviously realize it's her, and she pulls off all the prosthetics. But she pulled it off so well. Her acting is fantastic.
Yeah, I can't wait.
So I can't wait to see her host because she's got such a bubbly personality. She is like a true star, you know, one of the old Hollywood types of stars that can do everything. They can sing, they can host, they can act. I love her.
Yeah, she's a triple threat. I definitely realize that. Al, are you excited? Do you care about the weight loss at all? And quickly, are you excited to see her host?
I do care about the weight loss. She looks great. It's good for her health. I mean, yeah, it opens up more doors. So good for her. I mean, I know she gets some pushback online, but who cares? She's feeling good about herself. So good on her. And as for the acting, I mean, didn't we see this with JT, Justin Timberlake?
Nice shortening of that, JT.
Yes, these people are professional entertainers. What do you think?
Chance the Rapper was host, remember that?
Yeah, she's going to be fine. This is what she does. This is in her wheelhouse.
Hello? We all have guilty pleasures. Maybe yours is McDonald's. Ooh. Prince William's is KFC. Apparently, even royals appreciate fast food. The internet cannot get enough of these photos showing the prince staring longingly into a KFC restaurant. Of course, KFC took notice, and the chain called him, ready? Your royal fineness.
Oh,
what do you think?
I don't know if I like that. Seems like a hashtag on Instagram you wouldn't watch. I don't know about you, Steph, but my guilty pleasure, and you and I get food all the time, obviously pre-COVID.
We do.
Mine is Popeye's chicken, and I've told this story before on the show, Wendy's spicy chicken sandwiches. I cannot have them anymore because I had a legit addiction. Like my tax guy said something.
His tax accountant was like, you've spent too much on Wendy's.
No, he asked me, do I know how much I've spent? Like my mom would say. Like just waiting so he could hit me with the real number.
It's too much, whatever it is. Steph, what's your guilty pleasure if you had one?
Well, Al and I, obviously, pre-COVID, pre-all this craziness of life, Al and I used to spend an obscene amount of time going and trying lots of food.
I remember this.
Which you can watch on Al's TikTok because he loves to record me basically trying to give myself either a food coma or an induced heart attack or diabetes. I mean, I'll definitely take Popeye's fried chicken any day. I've learned that, although in England, their KFC is considerably better than it is here.
I've heard that.
Here it's as bland as a piece of cardboard.
Wow, interesting. Mine, for you guys know, is Burger King. It's the
King?
The mayo.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
For real, I know. Just the smell. Stephanie, don't go away. Coming up on DBL, I catch up with Drag Race star Miss Peppermint. From standing out and breaking barriers to starring on Broadway.
I was on Broadway.
You were?
No.
Oh, she's got an inspirational message for us all.
Corey.
Plus, Kim Kardashian is giving us major nostalgia for the decade that made her famous. Steph shows us how velour tracksuits finally are making a big comeback in Fashion Fix Friday. Thank God.
Closed captioning.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. I've got a roundup of this week's hottest style and beauty news, which means it's time for Fashion Fix Friday. What year is it? Well, Kim Kardashian and Paris Hilton are taking us back to the 2000s for the launch of Kim's new Skim Velour tracksuits. Down to the Louis Vuitton bags and flip phones, Kim is using nostalgia to advertise her luxury tracksuits, a trend that she and Paris, well, basically invented. Now that most of us work from home, it looks like this blast from the past arrived just in time for some serious binge watching of 2000s reality TV. And speaking of matching outfits, Tia Mowry knows a thing or two about twinning, but not with Tamara. Sorry sis, it's her mini-me that's got people doing double takes. Like mother, like daughter, the actress has showed off once again that duo dresses can be totally chic and cute. She's not the only Hollywood mum to dress like their tiny tot, but we have to hand it to Tia that she puts the win in twin. So you guys have heard of loungewear and athletic wear, but have you heard about sick wear? Well, thanks to cold medicine brand Mucinex, sick wear is now a thing. Mucinex now wants you to buy a silk shirt, robe and eye mask along with your cold medicine. The clothes are designed for maximum comfort to get you through the roughest of days, but the price tag might have you feeling ill too. So the jumpsuit is $150 and this silk shirt is $300. For that price, I hope the clothes can cure your sickness too. That's it for this week's Fashion Fix Friday. I'll be back next week with more fashion news, and Daily Blast Live will be back after this.
If you have Medicare, listen.
Welcome back to DBL. Today we're shining a spotlight on an amazing woman named Miss Peppermint. If you don't know who she is, you're in for a sweet treat. She's a trans woman who's breaking down barriers on TV and Broadway and more, all while looking fierce and fabulous. Enjoy getting to know Miss Peppermint. I know I did. The multi-talented actress, singer, songwriter, activist, and drag queen, Miss Peppermint. Thank you so much for joining us on DBL. For those who are not yet familiar with you, you were the very first trans woman to originate a role on Broadway in Head Over Heels in 2018.
You know the world complex and why to be temperamentally tranquilized.
Tell me about that experience.
It was amazing. It was a musical that was inspired by the Go-Go's, and I had the opportunity to audition. I went in, I nailed it. I'm really thankful and grateful for the opportunity. Maybe I'll be back on the stage someday.
I was trained classically and went into this. You were trained classically, and people didn't really believe in you. Is that right? Tell me kind of a little bit about that background, how you kind of had to fight for yourself to be a pioneer.
Yeah, you know, all my life I've always been a queer child, but when I went to school and was working on my degree in musical theater performance, which I have, I was confronted by a lot of teachers who would basically tell me, "You are just too queer. You're never gonna work on Broadway, and there's literally no roles written for trans women or people like you." And so,
and look at you now. My God, good for you.
Darling.
Let's talk. Yes, please, with the fan and everything. I want to get into Drag Race. You were season 9 runner-up.
Spicy red hot chocolate tea. I'm minty fresh, but it ain't for free.
What has that experience meant to you? And do you have any sort of funny behind-the-scenes story?
Doing reality TV shows, unlike anything else, you cannot prepare for it. And so when I got there, I was quite surprised to find out that you were not allowed to talk to each other. You don't have a name, you have a number. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
One day, they left me behind and forgot that I wasn't there. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm one of the 13 people on your TV show. And that was a whole big thing. Somebody got fired. I was terrified. I knew, I was like, RuPaul is trying to sabotage my game. I had this whole thing going on. But obviously I made it to the end, and it's something that I'm very grateful for.
You have a new album, A Girl Like Me. I want to know about this album, and why is it so personal to you?
You don't want nobody seeing me with you. Songs are all about, my boobies and putting money in them and feeling fun and looking cute and working the runway and look at my shoes. And all those things are very real to me. But while I was having my Broadway experience, I was in a relationship, and it was the best relationship I'd ever had up to the point. It lasted about a year, and then basically decided to put that story to music.
Wow.
The whole theme across the whole project is letters to my lovers.
Wow.
And really good, reads them the riot act.
Oh, yes. I gotta be honest, breakup albums are my thing. I'm like Taylor Swift crying in the shower. I can't wait to listen to this. This is right up my alley. I do want to get to some of your activism. Even with this pandemic, murders of transgender people in 2020 has already surpassed the total for last year. And that's just in 7 months. We talk about it a lot on the show. Why does this continue to be such a deadly problem for trans people? What is your take on all of this?
I mean, and the short answer is it's just plain discrimination. But I think that people do not understand that the people that are murdering many of these individual stories, it's at the hands of our boyfriends, our lovers, intimate partner violence. And it's not because our partners don't like us at all and want to kill us. It's that our partners would rather kill us than have anyone else know that they are with a trans person. That's the ticket. They do like us a lot, but what they hold at a higher regard is what other men think of them. And I think it's really important that we focus on and destigmatize those types of relationships and really open it up. And when we can break that down, I'm speaking to everyone who's not trans, because the problem with the murder of trans people is not trans people, it's everyone else. And I think that's really important.
I consider myself progressive, I consider myself well-rounded, and I've never seen it from that angle. The shame of that, which is coming from other stereotypes, is what's causing the violence. It's so fascinating and so important that you brought that up. Thank you so much for joining us on DBL and for really giving us a different perspective. That's why representation matters, so we can actually hear from people like you and learn. Everyone go and pick up Miss Peppermint's new album, A Girl Like Me. It is out now. Thanks so much. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Welcome back to DBL. Winter is around the corner. It's snowing here in Denver, which means it's almost time to get your car ready for the colder weather. We're going to chat about it in today's
DBL Drive, sponsored by CarShield.
Good job.
I was not ready.
That was dreadful.
I didn't know you were going to throw it to me.
I said, I'm going to throw it to you. First,
you did say that.
I did say that. I said that in the break.
You absolutely said that.
First, an emergency kit in your car. It really does give you peace of mind in case you get stranded. Also, since cars have more electrical features these days, make sure your battery is fully charged. Lastly, don't forget to replace your wiper blades if they don't seem to be working as well anymore. When it comes to your car, for peace of mind, get an auto protection plan with CarShield. CarShield protects their members from the high cost of auto repairs. Call 1-800-505-9619 for a free quote. I also have cables to jump my own car, and they weren't expensive. And in case you're stuck there, it's like you're like, thank God you did that.
And you had battery trouble a couple weeks ago.
I did, and someone also.
That was your makeup. All we had to do is close the segment out with 3 minutes. It's not even, and you still tanked it. Congrats.
You were the one who didn't understand that CarShield was coming up.
Well, don't bring up old stuff. What we're focusing on is your
2 seconds ago.
Too much makeup.
For everyone out there, have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. Be good to each other. DBL, as you know, we're new every day. We'll be back on Monday, same time, Same place, same fighting. Same fighting. Bye, guys.